ready to join the Miracle of Hypnosis. I know that many of you are wondering, well, why is Camille talking about the Miracle of Hypnosis? Why is this her topic of choice today? I'm going to share with you why. Because in my life, it was the miracle that I was praying for, hypnosis. And for many years, I was looking for a way to turn around my life, a way to change what was going on in my life and to get the results that I wanted to get. So I continued to pray and ask God for guidance, for wisdom to change my life, heal my life, turn my life around, or to do it for me. And during the prayer, I continued to hear hypnosis, and didn't quite know exactly who to turn to or exactly how it was supposed to play a role in my life being turned around. But finally, one day I started to do some Googling research and found a trainer to work with me. And that was the beginning of the greatest chapter in my life. And because of that, I want to share it with you. So if you have something going on in your life right now that you are looking for improvement, you would like to change it, you are praying for an answer, a miracle, I am here bringing you the answer, and that is hypnosis. Now, some of you got my advertisement that I had a handout for you and you have received it from me. If you're watching this show right now and you would like the handout, go ahead and email me at camille@camilleconti.com and we will get the email out to you. So go ahead and email me at camille@camilleconti.com and I will get the handout to you. It explains what hypnosis is, what it is not, and actually that's a bigger category, what hypnosis is not, and the myths of hypnosis, and then how our subconscious mind works, our conscious mind works, and our unconscious mind works. And so people who've never tried hypnosis before and you've never worked with it, oftentimes have some misconceptions about what it exactly is. So that is why I provided this handout for you, which is from the National Guild of Hypnotists, actually, the NGH. And this way you can understand what it is not, because some of you have seen hypnosis shows and they're comedy acts designed to make people laugh and have a lot of fun. And some of us think that that's what hypnosis only is. And that's only one kind of hypnosis. It's called stage hypnosis. And it is designed, yes, to help people change their life if the hypnotist chooses to work with it that way. However, it's often for entertainment purposes. So the first myth that I would like to dispel for you about hypnosis is that you can be hypnotized against your will. Yes, and I know Robert and Joanne are joining us today, and they are both hypnotists. So thank you for joining us today, Robert and Joanne. And I know Joanne has a book out on it as well, and I have her book. So feel free to put the title of your book, Joanne, in the chat line. Okay, so the first myth about hypnosis is that you can be hypnotized against your will. And yes, I'm a certified consulting hypnotist as well with the NGH. And what does that mean? It means that we have the appropriate training to work with a client on a clinical basis in order to help you turn around your life in many different ways, because you can use it for so many different purposes. And the first thing is you cannot be hypnotized against your will. You can only be hypnotized if you want to be. Now, that means that you have to give permission and in your heart, mind, and soul and body want it to work for you. So if you want it to work for you, then it will work for you. If you're trying to block it and guard it and prove that you cannot be hypnotized, then congratulations, you will excellently prove your point and not be able to be hypnotized. And if you want to pay good money, invest your time, your energy, and your money to work with a hypnotist just to prove that you can't be hypnotized, by all means, go ahead and do that, but don't hire me, because I'm actually serious about it. It's the big answer that God gave me through my prayer time and my prayer life as to what I could use to turn my life around, and family members in my family as well. And so I take it very seriously. It is an answer to prayers for many people. So if you have decided, I'm going to let hypnosis work for me, I'm going to let it be the answer to my prayers, then it will be. And the first thing you have to understand about hypnosis is all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. So as a hypnotist, my job is to be the personal trainer for you and guide you on the journey of hypnotizing yourself. And at the same time, I can also teach you how to use self-hypnosis on a daily, regular basis intentionally, because we do accidentally hypnotize ourselves every day. So that's the good news and the bad news all wrapped in one. Meaning, the good news is you can easily hypnotize yourself to live the greatest life that you would like to live. The bad news is you do accidentally hypnotize yourself to live a life that you're living right now. So if you're not happy with the life that you're living right now, then you are going to have to intentionally hypnotize yourself to live the life that you want. And what do I mean by that? Well, self-hypnosis and hypnosis in general, since it's all the same thing, is all about the words that you say to yourself out loud and quietly inside your internal self-talk. It's also about the way you see yourself and see your life and see other people, the way you see your family members, the way you see the world. And it's all about your vivid imagination of what you see coming up for you. So if you are secretly thinking gloom and doom for yourself, even though you might outwardly be talking positive like you know you're supposed to be, guess what? Your subconscious mind says, oh, you can't trick me. You might be saying one thing out loud, but inside you're seeing and thinking this other not happy, not exciting, not the way you want it to be thing. And it actually goes to work to create that not happy, not exciting thing. So those of you who pray, those of you who are believers, there's a verse in the Bible about really focusing on the positive, praiseworthy things. So positive attitude training comes right from the Bible. And I'm sure there's positive attitude training in other types of faith as well. So I'm going to say this: hypnosis is using your positive thinking, your positive visualization, your positive affirmations to program the computer of your mind, and being intentional, using self-control, using self-discipline, and not letting yourself just accidentally and without any mindfulness think bad things or see bad things coming up in the future. So I will say that it takes a lot of self-control and a lot of self-discipline when you're going through a crappy time in your life, because you actually have to become intentionally delusional and talk about the positive and say, I am so grateful that I am living the best life. I live in the home of my dreams. I am working in the career or business of my dreams, making incredible money. I make all the money that I want, need, and desire, and have a lot left over. And then you have to see yourself in your dream home, see your bank account filled up, see all of your credit cards paid off with a zero balance in your mind. And when your life is the exact opposite, when your life, oh, microphone. Okay. When your life is the exact opposite of that, it does take a lot of guts and a lot of trust and faith to train yourself to believe the exact opposite of what's going on. However, if you don't choose to do that,
then it's going to be very challenging for you to get your life where you want it to be. So initially, you do normally need a hypnotist who's trained and certified to work with you, to guide you and teach you. And then you can have recordings made as well. And then you can listen to them. And they can be customized and personalized just for your goals of exactly what you're working on in your life right now. And so if you're working on raising up your abundance and your finances and bringing your money up way higher, that is a topic you can work on. If you're working on anxiety and depression, that is a topic that you can work on. I used it for all of the above. If you are working, and I continue to on a daily basis for whatever it is that I'm currently working on in my life. If you are looking to quit smoking, you can use it for that. If you are looking to have less pain during a dental procedure, if your dentist is a certified consulting hypnotist, the dentist can guide you through it while doing a dental procedure. If you're trained on self-hypnosis, because you've worked with your hypnotist who's certified and they have taught you, you can use your own self-hypnosis during the dental procedure as well, which is really cool. So for people who are saying, I want to take control of my life, if you're one of those people that says, I want to take control of my life, I want to change some things in my life and turn it around, then this show is for you. Because out of all of the prayers that I did and all of the begging God for help in different areas of my life, the hypnosis was the biggest answer. And guess what I figured out? I figured out, and I was trained with the NGH, the Certified Consulting Hypnosis training taught us that prayer is a form of a trance and meditation is a form of a trance, which is a form of hypnosis. And so those of you who've already got that covered, now you have to change the way that you are praying so that you are doing it to hypnotize your subconscious mind, conscious mind, and unconscious mind to work with you to create the life that you choose. So the last TV show that I did in my archives is called How to Pray Successfully. So go ahead and watch that 30-minute show if you want training on that. Today, we're actually going to be doing a mini hypnosis session as a group for your personal goals that you're working on in your life right now. So think about the thing that you want to change about your life. Think about the thing that you want to turn around in your life, because we're going to be working on that. Now, some people need a doctor referral to have hypnosis done. So if you're looking to release more than 50 pounds with weight release, then you need a doctor referral. If you're working on depression and anxiety, you're going to need a doctor referral, because your medical doctor has to know that we are working on it with you so that we can work as a team. And then everybody that is a practitioner working with you is aware of what you're doing. And that is because it's very powerful, incredibly powerful. Now, another myth that I would like to help you to overcome with hypnosis is that hypnosis is evil or from the devil. A lot of people worry about that, and they're worried that it's against their religion or their faith or their training, and they sometimes steer away from it. I remember years ago, before I got certified as a certified consulting hypnotist, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was thinking about getting certified as a hypnotist or a life coach, and I wasn't quite sure which one I wanted to do. And come to find out, I did all of them. And I also decided to get certified as an NLP practitioner and neuro linguistics programming practitioner. And NLP is an advanced form of hypnosis. And it is waking, it's conscience. You're not in a trance. And it is my favorite form of deep trauma release. You can use NLP to help you in your sales if you're a salesperson, or if you own a business. You can use NLP to help you in your relationships if you're trying to do better in your marriage or in any type of relationship with coworkers, friends, family of any type. And it is training you how to speak again to your subconscious mind, and at the same time, how to manifest all of your goals and your dreams. So, who's ready to start working on changing your life today using the miracle of hypnosis? Get ready. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is set it up, because the setup is one of the biggest determining factors of how well your hypnosis session is going to work. So today, because we're going to do a group hypnosis session, and this recording will go out into the world, into 195 nations around the world, to be seen at various times in the archives of our show, I would like everyone to set themselves up properly who's watching this show today or any day later on in the future. Get your notebook and pen out. Unless you're a device person and you want to type it into your phone, I will tell you that there is a hypnotic benefit out of handwriting, however, because when you write, especially in cursive writing, it does cross into the subconscious mind. And if you have the luxury of knowing how to write in cursive, because you're probably over the age of probably around 30, maybe 28, because they stopped teaching cursive writing a while ago, unfortunately. And so they only are teaching printing to our children, and they have been for years now. So printing does help to go into the subconscious mind. Cursive does an even better job, though. So go ahead and do handwriting if that's something that you were gifted with in your school years. I know I was. I went to a Catholic grammar school where they actually spent at least 1 or 2 hours a day practicing cursive writing every day. I don't know why they thought it was so important, but it was a huge deal. And I guess we did get the cursive subconscious crossover benefit from it. All right. Now, before we actually write down some things, I want you to understand a very important component to why hypnosis works and what we're actually doing. Okay. And here it goes. Our brain, our mind is a computer, and it can be programmed. Now, it can be programmed intentionally by you, or it will be accidentally programmed by you without you intentionally doing it. And that's where you get into mucky waters and can really mess up your life. And that is where we have to use self-discipline, because we feel like complaining, we feel like talking negative, and we feel like talking like real talk, like this is going on in my life, and then list all of the crappy things going on. And guess what? As you list all the crappy things going on in your life, you have hypnotized your mind to take that as your reality and make it so for one more day. And until you decide to program your mind to make it what you want it to be, you're going to just keep repeating it on repeat. So who feels like my life is just on repeat, doing a whole bunch of stuff that I don't want it to do? That's because you haven't decided to truly once and for all change your attitude and make it positive, even against reality, meaning you might actually be limping because you broke your leg. However, you need to start talking about how your leg is working fabulous and how it's strong and healthy. And you're so thankful and grateful for how perfectly wonderful that your leg is working. And then it will work much quicker and heal much faster as a result. I have used hypnosis for many different healings in my life personally, and then in family members, and then in lots of clients over the years. I've been a certified consulting hypnotist since 2015, and I have seen tons of people change and turn around their lives with this tool when they take it really seriously. Okay. So I want you to realize that you're going to become responsible and accountable for everything that you say out loud, everything that you think quietly in your head, everything that you visualize. Instead of, for instance, if you're trying to clean up your house because you are feeling like you've turned into a hoarder, maybe you're going through a depression and things have gotten carried away and it's a big mess. You have to start visualizing it being neat and clean and organized in order for you to be able to have your mind support you in accomplishing cleaning it up and getting it neat and organized. Okay. So it takes work. It's not for the lazy. If you're a lazy person, this is not going to be for you. People who just want everything handed to them and they just want it done for them, this isn't going to be for you. In fact, I don't know what is going to work for you. So at some point, you're going to just have to decide to get out of your own way and get to work. And the work is not physical in this case. So anybody who feels like they are bound by some kind of a physical disability, this is going to work fabulous for you to be able to work through some of those things and get your body working in a way that will support you with your goals and your dreams. All right. So I want you to think about your mind almost like your cell phone. You know, on your cell phone, you can download a new app and then suddenly your cell phone knows how to play the piano. You can actually start going do, 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 and a beautiful piano music comes out of it because you've downloaded the app that allows you to play the piano on your phone. And then the moment you delete that app, it no longer will play the piano on your phone anymore because you removed that program. So excitingly enough, I'm going to share with you that you can remove programs in your mind. And that, when I found that out, I was like, hallelujah. Thank you, God. I finally found something where I can remove what I don't want in my life anymore and bring in what I do want in my life instead. So I was willing to get to work and not be lazy and decide to work mentally. So this is a mental job that is very cool. And when we delete those programs and patterns running through our mind, we then can upload a new program. All right, so let me explain how this works. NLP, neuro linguistics programming, is the best hypnotic tool to delete old programs running in your mind. And then hypnosis, basic hypnosis, is the best way to upload new programs running in your mind. And you can custom design these to exactly what's going on in your life. So today, although we're going to do a group hypnosis session, I highly advise you to contact me if you are looking to be strategic about this in your life and you feel like enough is enough. I'm tired of this stuff that I want changed in my life. And I'm going to strategically customize a reprogramming of my mind. And that's your subconscious mind, of course, because the subconscious mind is 95% of our mind. And it holds all of our emotions, all of our feelings. And so sometimes when we feel like we're swimming upstream, and although you're trying to do something positive and change your life, somehow it keeps on repeat and it keeps happening the other way that you don't want. Like you might be a person who always dates a toxic person. And it's like, how did I find another boyfriend that's toxic? I mean, this is just crazy. How did I attract yet again another one? Or some people are like, how did I have money and then I lost all my money again? How am I again missing money in my life? You know, some people feel like they make a ton of money and then it's all gone again. And that is because there is a program running in your mind that you are always broke. Okay. So we have to get rid of that program. Bye, bye, be gone, right? And we've got to put new programs in. So if you're looking to reprogram your mind, reprogram your life, change your life, then I would like you, hopefully you can hear me right now. If you are looking to reprogram your life, if you are looking to change your life, contact me at Camille@CamilleConti.com, or you can go on my website at CamilleConti.com and contact me that way. Also, you can go into divineceochat.com and you can apply to enroll in my academy and work with me as well. I hope that you can hear me. It looks like the camera is going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over here in my show. Looks like I've got to hypnotize the camera on the computer at the moment. I don't think that I was taught how to hypnotize the computer, but we will hypnotize the computer of our mind, of our body, mind, and spirit today. So get on your paper now and write down the things, the programs that you want to remove from your mind. So those would be limiting beliefs. And that would be patterns going on in your life. And it could be something about an illness, a medical condition. It could be something about that you always self-sabotage. And every time you get closer to succeeding in your life, you then self-sabotage your life. It could be that you really want to once and for all achieve success in your business. Maybe you own a business or you're self-employed and you truly want to be profitable and sustainable and be able to purchase a home and a car with your income from your self-employed ventures. And you know that you need a higher income on an ongoing basis. And then 2 years of tax returns back to back, where line 31 states the dollar amount that they're looking for in order to prove the income for the mortgage that you're looking for or the car loan that you're looking for and whatnot. So you also might be looking to release depression and anxiety. You might be looking to release some kind of a medical condition, fibromyalgia, autism, ADHD, any of these things. And you can work to make a big difference in your life. So get it down on paper, the things that you want to change about your life and release, and then write the things that you want to bring into your life. Okay. Now, those of you who are saying to yourself, well, I'm not quite ready to hire a hypnotist and take complete control and go on a hypnosis program, but I am ready to pray successfully, then go to my last show that's in the archives of my TV show channel here and look at my 30-minute show on how to pray successfully. And those of you who are like, okay, that's going to be my day-to-day maintenance. However, I want to do a thorough cleansing. I want to remove the engine and put in a new engine, basically, right? If you're ready to do that, raise your hand, because that's what we're going to do, a mini group session next in the unrecorded portion of the show. So those of you who are just going to be watching this recording later on, you're not going to be part of this next unrecorded 30-minute session where we go into a private room and work as a group with those who've showed up live. Those of you who would like to have a strategic, customized hypnosis session to turn your life around, put your name in the comments bar if you're watching live on Facebook, and let me know that you're interested in a discovery call. I will send out an application for you to fill out, and then we can get started with the initial consultation that will set you up for success in using hypnosis to turn your life around. You can also go right directly to my application, and that's at divineceochat.com, divineceochat.com. Okay, now we're going to switch over to the unrecorded portion where we're working with the group, and then we're still going to be on Facebook Live. For those of you who have been tuned in through Facebook Live today, we're on both recording places. All right.